Hi, Russell Sturgis here again with a new video on our series of discussions on the principles of the Enhances Awareness program. And of course, as you may be aware, over the last few weeks we've been exploring the fourth principle of the program, which says when something's authentically observed, it changes. And so far we've discussed the whole notion that our story is one of the things that stops things from changing, and that awareness in fact is the mechanism for change. And so we've sort of given some examples of those in the last couple of blogs. This time I'm looking at what happens in that place of being in awareness, and ultimately, and cutting straight to the bottom line, the impact or the effect is stillness. And it's kind of interesting that stillness becomes the way in which we're able to identify whether we're in awareness or in our story. The more we're in our story, the less stillness we have, and the more in awareness we are, the more stillness we experience. So it's a really lovely way of being able to get an idea of where our consciousness is sitting. And so the capacity to bring change, which is to free ourselves from the suffering or the drama that we experience in our story, comes through our ability to be more and more aware. And with that, we experience more and more stillness. And from that, we're able to experience joy and compassion and all the other things in terms of a more fulfilling and engaged life. And of course, in this particular blog, I talk about the fact that from that place of stillness, not only do we get better quality relationships and a greater sense of our own personal fulfillment, but we also become much clearer about our purpose. And I explained that purpose will always generally have some sort of an association with service and how we turn up in the world in terms of what we have to contribute. So it's kind of an interesting blog this time, looking at the ideas of being of service as a natural extension from that place of awareness. Of course, what happens is when we're in our story, we can be of service, but generally speaking, we're functioning out of our pain and suffering, and so we're quite self-absorbed. Now, sometimes in our self-absorption, we learn that by serving others we can have our needs met. But it's still about us. It's an agenda that's about having our needs met, whereas in the place of awareness, it's about turning up and really being there for the people that are in our lives and the people that we touch through our work and through maintaining that place of awareness. Hope you enjoy the blog. This is presenting life in a whole new context in terms of how it can be lived. If you want to know more about enhancing your awareness in order to have more stillness, then go to eapmentor.com. And if you'd like to interact with me on this topic, please email me, russell@eapmentor.com. Anyway, thank you for listening, and look forward to speaking to you next time. Oh, and next time we're going to be looking at the fifth principle, which is about the whole notion that we don't have to work on all of the aspects of our consciousness in order to bring it into balance. All we've got to do is work on one or two key things, and it's like a ripple in a pond. It spreads all through our consciousness and is able to make the change and bring it into balance. Anyway, looking forward to having and sharing that with you, and speak to you next time.